Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. So guess what? You'll never guess. Guess what? We will guess because it's just right there in the title of the video. I'm going to do another project pan. Now I did one of these a couple of years ago. I didn't kind of start out January the 1st deciding to do it this year. I think because, I don't know, maybe I felt a bit burned from last time. It wasn't so successful. I don't know. Maybe it was okay. I did okay. All right. I think I got through 50%. 50% of my goal panned products were in some way showing pan. I'd say it was like a 50-50 success rate. So maybe I felt a bit burned and was like, you know, I'm not doing it this year. Maybe that's what happened. But now I feel inclined to try again. I'm ready. You may say it's too late, Charlotte. It's too late. You've missed the boat. But I don't abide by these rules. I say it's never too late. It's never too late to start something new. So I have chosen a selection of products that I would like to have hit visible pan in some way, shape or form on these products in the next 12 months. So starting today, in 12 months time, I want to see pan in each of these products, and I'm committed. I'm committed to getting there. So the products I've chosen, as you will see, for different reasons, differing reasons why I feel like I can achieve. I've just remembered that I've left one in my bag. So yeah, I've chosen some of these products because I feel like they've been with me a while and it's time they were panned. I need to remember to use them more. So I'm hoping by committing to panning them that I will pick them up and remember to pick them up and give them the use that they deserve and should be getting. Others, they're like products that I use a lot. So I feel like, again, it's achievable. And then there's a few that I've chosen specifically to challenge myself, because who doesn't love a challenge? I know I do. So let's start. Where should we start? I mean, we'll just start with the product that's nearest to me, because what other reason is better than that? Convenience matters, guys. So the first product I'm going to try and pan in the next 12 months, which I feel if I don't do this, something's gone horribly wrong, because this is the This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. You guys know I've had this a long time already. I use it a lot. I've used it a lot. It should, I mean, I feel like it should be showing pan now, but I don't even really see a dent. I want to show you guys, you know, where we're at this starting point. And I don't know that we're at a great place, honestly, but we'll see. I find this intriguing because it's interesting to me. I don't know about you, but I feel like a real sense of achievement if I pan something. I feel like I've really won the Olympic Games. That's how I feel. I feel like, wow, you did it, girl. You smashed it. That's how I feel. And I really want to see pan in here. I feel like I've earned it. I've grafted. I've committed. And where is it? Where's the pan? So that was my first product that I feel really should be showing pan, like quite soon, I hope. The next two products I have picked up for the same reasons. These I have had for a long time. They are well loved, they are well used, but recently very neglected, and they are definitely past their use by date. Not that I really notice or care about that, but yeah, I feel like these two products, I need to get a little more use out of them, and then they're ready to say goodbye. They're ready to go into the bin. They've had their time. They've been very well used. They've gone way past a time when I should really be using them. I want to get a few more uses, achieve the visible pan, and then I'll be ready. I'll feel okay to say goodbye. And that the first one is Soft Glam from ABH. It is well used, well loved. Some of these shimmers, I feel like, especially rose pink, very well used, very well loved. Big dent in there. Sultry also has a big dent. Burnt orange has a big dent. Tempera, glistening. Fairy's not bad. Sienna's coming along. There's lots of like shades in here that I feel like I could show pan. I'm going to take a whiff. If I see pan in one of these pans, pan in a pan. If I see pan in a pan, I'll take that as a win. I think that's good. I don't really use Soft Glam, hardly ever. I don't use it, but I feel like it deserves a bit more use. I'm going to give it some more use until we see the pan, and then she will retire. It will be time for her to retire happily, graze in the grass. And the other palette, for the same reasons, Norvina, the state of this, I mean, the velvet was a mistake, let's just say that. Again, one of my favourite, I love this palette, I still do love it. I've just completely stopped using it because other palettes have just come along, and as I've told you guys before, I'm a makeup floozy. I'm not loyal, I'm not committed. I will drop you like a hot cake as soon as a sexier, newer palette comes along. And that's what's happened here. But I still love her. She's gorgeous. My tones, just beautiful palette. I should use it more. I certainly should be hitting pan. I mean, the dent in rose gold here, I feel like pan is coming any moment. Is it there yet? Not quite yet. Also dazzling, huge dent. Wild Child, bit of a dent. Summer, big dent. Big dent in Incense. Again, I feel like I could hit pan in 4 or 5 pans. This is confusing. I feel like I could pan 4 or 5 pans of Norvina if I used it every day for like a month. I don't know that I can commit to that, but in a year... Whoa! Whoa! That was my microphone. Oh God, I didn't know what was happening. Am I okay? Sorry about that. That was just my microphone decided to take a tumble and I didn't know what's happening. I thought the sky was falling down. So we're fine. We're fine. Whew. Still there? Still breathing. We're okay. Move on, guys. We're fine. We're okay. As I was saying, I feel like using these a bit, just a few more times over the next 12 months and we'll have some pan, guys. We're going to have it. I can feel it coming. I can see it already. Now, both of those palettes should, in theory, if I actually use them, be easy to pan because they are older, they've been in my collection a long time, they're well used, and some of the shades have a dent in already. So I decided to pick an eyeshadow palette that would be more of a challenge to mix it up, to keep the body guessing. So I picked Natasha Denona's Biba, and this is a challenge for a lot of reasons. One, I mean, it's not a challenge because I use it a lot. I'm regularly dipping in here, but it is a challenge because the pans are big. This is one of her bigger palettes. How many grams are in there? 2.5 grams in each one of these pans. It's really new, recent to my collection. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I feel like if I'm going to pan any of the shades, it will be one of these 3. These are like my 3 most used. I feel like those are the ones. Maybe Tusk as well. That's a pretty common lid shade for me. We'll see. We'll see how we go. I like to be ambitious. You can't make it too easy. You can't. You've got to have some tricky numbers. So next up, I picked 3 foundations. All of these foundations I picked because they are my most used foundations. And I feel like now I've really got into the flow of what I like in a foundation. And therefore I reach for the ones that are my most loved the most, obviously. So yeah, so I've picked the 3 that currently I feel like I'm going to use the most. 2 are like brand new. So that's, I mean, it should definitely be doable in a year. Obviously, I have a lot of foundations and also I'm reviewing and trying a lot of new foundations all the time. So that's what will slip me up. It won't be that I don't want to use these. I want to use these every day of my life. But then these new ones come along, they demand to be reviewed. I have to use them and I get, thrown off course. So that's what makes this slightly trickier. The easiest one should be my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. This is my winter shade. Obviously you can't pan a foundation. So for the foundations that I've chosen, the goal is to use them up. They should be fully empty by this time next year, in 12 months time. This one should be easy. This is my winter shade. Because I've picked it up, it's kind of hard to see, but I think it's about there. I think it's about 2/3 gone. I also want my summer shade to be gone as well. So that's even more ambitious, especially as I only use these foundations for like half of the year, winter or summer shade. So that makes it extra tricky. The Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting. I think this looks to be about a quarter use. It's a pretty new foundation. As much as I love it, I haven't had the chance to use it that often yet. I also have this in my summer shade, so I can't wait to see how well used both of those are in about a year's time. And the third one is my Clé de Peau. Now this one has a better chance. It's bigger, so there's 1.1 in here. So there's an extra 0.1 that you've got to get through. But I bought this in a shade, I don't know if this is going to work out. I bought this in a shade I hoped I could use winter and summer, but I think I mean already. I don't know that I'm going to be able to use this all the way through summer. We'll see. I'd happily pick up a second shade because I love it so much. But yeah, I definitely want to use this full bottle, this really new foundation to my collection. I think, no, it's not the newest. I think the Fenty came along after this one, but one of the newest foundations to my collection. We shall see. All three of these should be fully gone when you see me this time next year. Otherwise, I give you full permission to call me a liar, a cheat, and a loser, and a failure. Please don't. You don't want me to cry, do you? So another bronzer that I feel, again, I don't know, it's hit. You just can't tell with these things. I feel like, again, this one should be panned already, yet it isn't. And I don't know, it could be panned, it could pan tomorrow. Or maybe never, I just don't know. But this is the Marc Jacobs Tantalize shade. I panned Tantastic and it got that big, huge crater in the center. So I'm intrigued to see what happens. I don't know, is this gonna just pan normally or is it gonna develop the crater in the middle? I'm excited. This is like my go-to bronzer at the moment, like my absolute favorite. It is, again, I've had it a while. It's got a lot of use. It's well loved. I know I can pan these bronzers because I've done it before and darn it, I'm gonna do it again. This is really feeling quite motivating, this video. Just welcome to my TED Talk. And now a couple of lip products. I don't know how easy lip products will or won't be, but I'm excited to find out. I have one lipstick and one gloss. Can you guess what the lipstick is? I wonder how many of you can guess. Try and guess. Pause the video, try and guess what the lipstick shade that I'm going to try and use fully up in the next year. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Nude Romance. Here's where we're at. It's pretty flattened out at the top. I mean, it's definitely got a decent amount of use. Like, without a doubt, my favourite everyday nude lipstick every day of the week. I absolutely love it. I always come, well, you know when you have those days and you're like, what lipstick should I wear today? And you try on 28. And then every time I'm like, oh, I've like, hello, it's obviously this one. Every time I end up settling with this one because I try loads of others on. I'm like, oh, it's not quite what I'm looking for. And without fail, when I put this one on, it's exactly what I'm looking for every time. I feel like I can fully use it up. And now that you can buy refills and you can buy more, I'm happy to try to do that because I just love it so much. If it was limited edition, this would be one of the rare products that I would buy a backup of, because if it was limited edition, which I don't really know if it is or not, please be not. Please not. Please don't be. Please not. Please do not. Please stop it. Be permanent, okay? Just please. I can't. So yeah, I'm confident in that one. I just don't really have any kind of, because I have so many lipsticks, I really don't have any benchmark of knowing how long a lipstick takes to use up, but I feel like I can do it. And the same thing goes for this one. This is the Fenty Glow, what is it? This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade Honey Waffles. This is quite new to my collection, but again, I feel like when it's a gloss and you kind of reapply several times, you use a lot of gloss. You know, even if you just use it one day, you're probably reapplying a few times and using quite a lot. I don't know, is that just me? I love this one. A very easy, like, day out, school run, running to the shops, whack it on your lips. Feels glorious, love the finish, very natural, just very easy to wear. I like taking it, like, loves to live. Both of these live in my handbag. I feel, again, this should be used up. It should be. So it's gonna be, okay? So those are my two lip products of choice for my product pan. Now, another product that should be pretty easy, in theory, my Pat McGrath powder. This is my medium shade, and I'm gonna put both of them in here. I've got my medium and I've got my light. These are both in a pretty similar place. They've got a big well in the middle, but no hint of pan yet. And again, these both should be panned this time next year. Both shades panned, okay? Hold me to it. I mean, I use them every time I do my makeup, so they should be panned, but I guess I use a tiny amount, so I guess for that reason, it's a challenge. Now I have 2 products left that I want to pan. One is like impossible, mission impossible is what it is, but I want to put it in there. I like to push myself. I'm committed to trying to do this. The other should be a piece of cake, in theory, and I've put it in here to make myself feel better that if I fail on everything else, this thing better be panned. If this product is not panned in a year, I'll eat it. So that's the motivation for me. This is the Afternoon Snack Mo Honey Fenty highlighter. Every time I use this, this is the side I'm talking about. It has a massive dent in there, massive, huge. And every time I use it, I think I'm going to see pan in here, but as yet no pan. And obviously this is no longer like my favorite highlight, and it was for quite a while, certainly one of them. Now it's kind of probably, I don't know, like 4th or 5th. Maybe even lower down, because, you know, like I said earlier, not loyal when it comes to makeup. I've moved on to newer, shinier, literally shinier things. So yeah, I just want to, again, I feel like it deserves a few more goes. I feel like it deserves using to pan, and then I can, again, let it go. I don't think I'll repurchase it. We've moved on, but I'm very happy to keep using it. Use it a few more times to achieve the pan, and then we can all just move on. And now last, and by no means least, but definitely the most challenging, I think this is the most challenging out of all of these, and it's a blush, which is ridiculous. Like, who can pan a new blush? I just really don't know if I can. But this is Bellini from Laura Mercier. It's probably my all-time favourite blush, I think. I just don't know. Very hard to choose an all-time favourite blush, but I love it. I can tell you that. I'm like using this more times than not at the moment. So I feel like if you were ever going to pan a blush in a year, a new one, brand new, you know, fairly recent, as in, you know, I picked it up in the last few months. Okay, so yeah, I feel if ever a blush was pannable, it's this one, especially as I have so many blushes. You know, it's my favorite, one of my favorite makeup products, makeup items, makeup categories is blush. If anyone can do it, it's this one, because I just love it so much. But it is a big ask. That's a big blush, a 6-gram blush. So it's obviously much more challenging than panning a 2-gram eyeshadow pan. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm just intrigued to see where we've got to in a year, to be honest. Even if it's, you know, a big old dent in there, that will be very satisfying. So there you have it. Those are the products that I have decided to challenge myself and to try and pan or use up totally by this time next year. So to just remind ourselves, foundations and lip products should be like empty, used up, gone completely. And other products showing visible pan by this time next year. That's my goal. Let's do this together. Please let me know if you guys are doing a project pan. If you haven't started one, it's not too late. Join in with me. We can do it together. We can share our achievements and our goals. We can do this. We can use our makeup. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye, 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 bye.